Exactly 7 days before the P&M rally, 7 days before Mr. H was shot, Miss Ivy had gotten a mysterious message from her best friend, Agneta. Come this evening. It urgent. Walk with the cards.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yes. But Miss Ivy wasn't sure she'd be able to make the visit.
Mm-hmm.
All the parents knew they were supposed to collect their children by 5:30. Yet somebody always had an emergency. That day, March 8th, it had been 5-year-old Jabari's mother. She'd sent a message with another parent to say she'd pick him up by 7. What could Miss Ivy do? She couldn't put the child out in the road, and without any picnic of her own, Miss Ivy felt like a mother to them all. Glancing off and on at the big Coca-Cola clock on the wall, the one with the polar bears, a Christmas gift from a parent, Miss Ivy chatted with Jabari as she fixed his dinner. She chopped the brown ends off his bread and butter sandwich. She added a second dollop of condensed milk to his tea. He liked it really sweet. The boy was standing on a cushion, pretending to surf. And though his eyes were fixed on Miss Ivy's black and white TV, his mouth chattered constantly. Mama Ivy, you know what? What, son? My auntie have a new Hindu man named Jagrup.
Oh,
Miss
there we
Ivy.
go.
Miss Ivy wanted to burst out laughing, but she was afraid Jabari would be spooked into silence. She played it cool, asking in a casual tone, how you know that? He just come by we. He did bring a yellow UNC jersey for auntie, but my grandpa says she can't wear that and still live in we house. No, Miss Ivy did burst out laughing. Jabari, poor thing. He didn't know better. Election time was the worst time to leak out family politics. It could mean cut eye from strangers, cold shoulder from friends, or even lost work for his parents. But as a seer woman, Miss Ivy followed a personal code. All skeletons safe in my closet, she told her clients. I know your grandpa since we're small as you, she nodded at Jabari. That song just like him, a staunch P&M. As he slurped his tea, Jabari prattled on about Jagrup, that he had a big black truck with shiny wheels, that he took the boy for drives in it, that they went all over the place, but they couldn't go to East Pleasantview because that's where Jagrup's family lived, and he didn't want nobody to see. Miss Ivy was still paying close attention when the boy's mother came hustling in, full of apologies. The polar bears on the wall said it was 6:25, barely enough time to make it to Agneta's and back before dark. But Miss Ivy would try, for her best friend's sake. Long, winding, and dismal by day, Evans Street was downright scary as night approached. There were no proper street lamps. Some long ago smashed by young fellas wanting privacy to do their business underneath. Others told their age with a constant hum and flicker. Things were even more dangerous these days with the rash of election time roadworks. A fat wind came off the mountain and barged its way down the street, nearly tumbling Miss Ivy into an open manhole in the pavement. She caught her balance just in time, drew the fur coat even closer around her bulk, and began to cuss, not even caring if people in the passing cars noticed she was talking to herself.
So,
suppose that it fallen on dead, eh? Every election is the same damn thing. Suddenly, box drain and pavement. Drain and pavement. As if we could eat and drink concrete. The people want water and light, Miss Ivy added, glancing up at the flickering street lamps. What they really needed in Pleasantview was light. Her hands stroked the puffy edge of the coat's hood. as she consoled herself. Her old boss, Mr. H, would surely win the next election, and when he did, he would fix everything.
Mhm.
He might have a lot of bad ways. He might be the village ram, fucking anything in sight. But you
It's
couldn't
true.
fault Mr. H for being a successful man of business. He would fix Pleasantview. Nobody could bully and get things done like him. Most people in Pleasantview were afraid of him, but Miss Ivy wasn't. She and Miss H, they had an understanding. To this day, every time she popped into his cloth store, he'd always find her in the aisles, fold a couple hundreds into her palm and wink.
Hush money.
Unofficial payment for all the secrets she'd kept over the years and for continuing to keep them now, especially from Mrs. H. Agnita's bungalow came into view around the corner. Miss Ivy could just make out her friend, seated on the tiny veranda of the house that had remained unchanged since they were children. Oi, Miss Ivy hollered as she swung the gate. Aye, Gil, Agnita replied. Squeezing herself into the other wicker chair, Miss Ivy said, So I see we get pavement to do. Yes, darling, vote in time. That's why I ask you to come. This election go be trouble or frightened bad. With the help of her cane and the chair handle, Agnita rose from the seat, even as she lowered her voice. Come, let we go inside. Somebody might hear from the road. That's it.